and sit down here at the fire, and I'll tell you the Christmas story. While Mary was waiting to have the baby Jesus, word came to every village in the whole Roman Empire that every family had to go to the native place of the father to be registered for a census, so they could pay extra taxes. Nothing new in any of this. And so Joseph said to Mary, well, we have to go to Bethlehem. It was up to my father's town. So they set off and went from their village over to Bethlehem and arrived there late one cold night. The trouble was that so many people had gone to Bethlehem for the census that none of the inns, anywhere you could stay, had anywhere left. All the beds were full. And they went from one place to another, knocking on the door and asking, can you find a bed for us for the night? And everywhere the answer was the same, no, we're full up, we have to go somewhere else. And in the end, Joseph knocked on another door, and the innkeeper came out, and Joseph said, have you anywhere we can stay? And the innkeeper said, no, I'm sorry, there's nowhere at all, we're full up. And Joseph said, my wife's pregnant, she's nearly going to have a baby soon, we can't be out in the cold. And the innkeeper said, well, what I can do, I've got a stable around the back, and although it's pretty rough, at least it's clean and it's dry and it's warm, and there's straw in there, so you're welcome there if you want. So Joseph and Mary said, well, that's good, right. So they settled down for the night in the stable. During the night, as she'd been expecting, Mary had the baby. This little tiny baby in this quite cold, drafty stable. So they wrapped it up and they laid it in a manger, which is the old-fashioned wooden cradle thing that they used to put animal feed in. So they put nice, fresh, clean straw in the manger and laid the baby Jesus in that. While they were doing this, because they didn't know that outside, right above the stable, a huge star that moved across the sky and settled, so it looked as though it was on top of the stable, up in the sky. And while Joseph and Mary were busy sorting out the newborn baby, other people were watching the star. First of all, there were shepherds who were looking after their sheep and protecting them from wolves or thieves in the dark, cold night, up on the hills overlooking Bethlehem. And they saw this star, and they said to each other, well, what does this mean, this huge star? And then, while they were wondering, a huge angel appeared in the sky. And they were terrified to start with. They'd seen anything like this before. But one of them peeked out from under his cloak, and the angel said, don't be afraid, don't worry. I'm here to tell you that underneath that star in the stable is the baby Jesus, the Son of God, who's been born this night in your town for all of mankind. And the shepherds, once they realised what they were frightened of, they were overjoyed. They had this legend, this story that one day this would happen for many, many years. They talked about it around their campfires night after night. And so they decided, well, if the Son of God, the baby Jesus, had been born here in our town, we must go and see him. And so they decided to go and see him. And they said, but this is the King of Heaven, the Son of God, we must take him presents, what have we got? And there's only poor shepherds who've got nothing. One of them said, well, we've got a newborn lamb, an early born lamb. We'll take that. So they decided, well, better than nothing. So off they went down the hill, down into the narrow, winding little streets of Bethlehem. And they went constantly looking up at the star until they found this inn behind it, the stable. And they knocked on the door. Joseph came and said, is the newborn baby Jesus here? I said, yes. Well, an angel has told us about it, and we've come to bring him his presents and see him so we can tell our children and our grandchildren, and they can tell their children. So Joseph, being a poor man himself, welcomed the shepherds in, and they looked and sat and bought the lamb and sat in wonderment looking at the baby in the crib. A few minutes later, another knock on the door, an important knock on the door. Joseph goes and opens the door, and there's a huge king, a wise man, in all his robes and his crown, and behind him two more, in rich gold and velvet robes with crowns on as well. And Joseph said, who are you? What's this? And these are three wise men, and they said, we're kings or astronomers, we watch the stars. We come far from the east because we watched this star heading this way for weeks now, and we knew from the shape of other stars in the sky that this is something really important, and we believe that this is the birth of the Son of God, as foretold in all the old stories. So we've come to see if it's true, and if it is, to worship him. And Joseph said, well, come in, because my wife has given birth to a baby, which she's had after an angel told her she would have this ultimately important baby, so come in, come in. So the three kings came in, each bearing a precious gift. Gold, if you know about, frankincense and myrrh, which were very, very important at the time, expensive herbs and spices. And each of them came and they knelt in the crib and offered these expensive and important gifts to the newborn baby. And then they gave one other important gift, a piece of news. They said that on our way here, we met with Herod, the king of the Jews, and he welcomed us in as other important men and entertained us as kings. And he was really interested to try to find out what we were doing, where we were going. And when he heard that we were looking for the baby Jesus, he was even more interested, and we don't trust that man. There was something wrong about him. He wanted us to tell him where the baby Jesus was, but we're not going to. And we think that he's got evil in his heart, and you should avoid him. Be very, very careful. And then, with that warning, the three wise men left, and the shepherds left, and Mary and Joseph and the newborn baby finally left to settle down to sleep all the rest of the night. And during the night, as they slept comfortably and peacefully in their warm bed of straw in this cold, draughty stable, during the night, Joseph had a dream. An angel appeared to Joseph and said to him that Herod wants to kill your baby son, the Son of God, and it's not safe for you here. Already preparing to send his soldiers out to kill every newborn baby in the country. You must flee, run away to Egypt, and stay there until Herod is dead, and then it's safe for you to come home. So early the next morning, before the rest of the village was even up, Joseph and baby got themselves up, Mary got themselves up, wrapped the baby up in the warmest blankets they could find, and scurried off through the narrow winding streets, away from the danger of Herod and his soldiers, and off to safety in Egypt. And that's the Christmas story. The story, of course, of Jesus and all the marvellous things he did goes on and on after that. But the Christmas story is the start of it.